What's going on, guys? How's it going? We got UFC going, and we got Loma versus COMMEY. Right now, Nico Walsh is coming out right now. First fight on the card for the Lomachenko versus COMMEY fight. Should be fun. Should be a good one. Shrek, what's going on, man? Julius, what's going on? Top Speedy, what's going on? Devin, what's going on? Did anyone else see that knockout in the UFC by, oh man, the beer drinking out of the boot is just epic. That guy's amazing. That Australian dude's amazing. So we got Ali going in. Of course, they're doing the whole, sprained your hand from shadow boxing. So, of course, we're getting the whole Ali treatment right now. So, we're hearing all this nonsense. Nico Ali Walsh. The kitchen counter on. That'll do it. That'll bust your hand up. Xander's a good kid. I want to see what he does when he moves up a little bit in caliber of fighter. He seems interesting. I'll tell you right now, Nico's opponent, I'm watching it right now. Nico's opponent looks really sad. This dude looks soft. Soft around the edges in every way, shape, and form. I'll tell you that much, Shrek. Anyone else see the Conor Ben knockout? Nice knockout. Nice little highlight reel for him. Now, granted, you're knocking out a 37-year-old who, Slice, what's going on, man? You're knocking out a 37-year-old who's, never really been a high-quality fighter, but still, nice little knockout for Conor Ben today. Nice highlight reel knockout. The kid has power. Flat out, kid has power. So we'll see how he does when he starts. He keeps calling out Adrian Broner for some reason. And I'm just like, I don't understand it. Or he wants the winner of Brooke versus, Amir Khan. And I'm just like, it's not really what you got to do. Oh, I'm watching Nico Ali right now. Yeah, Bivol won, but it was a very lackluster win. Very lackluster win. When is Loma versus COMMEY? We have Nico Walsh going on right now. I might switch over actually in the Discord to this. So they're starting the card right now. Oh my God. Nico's freaking opponent looks terrible. He looks terrible. So, try to run what's going on, man. So it's let's see how Nico does here. Nico's opponent looks very, very amateur right now. Oh, he's already boxing right now, Shrek. Nico Walsh is fighting someone that looks very amateur. And I'm not trying to be too mean, but this guy doesn't look like he's a top level guy. What's going on, Cisco? I'm a little tired. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm a little tired right now. I did a little hike in the snow this morning. So I got Lomachenko by stoppage late round. I like Richard COMMEY a lot, by the way. I think Richard COMMEY's a great boxer. Yeah, I took a little hike, Saw some wolf tracks, you know. Interesting morning, to say the least. Oh, Nico landing a good straight right hand right now. Yeah, the guy he's fighting is very limited skill-wise. Sanchez would KO him. I'm tired of Ali's grandson. Dude, Dana, same. I'm so tired. I'm so over it. I'm just so over the Ali grandson thing. And it's only because they push it so hard. And I have nothing against Nico. I don't know the guy. Like, in interviews, he seems like a decent guy. And yeah, you know, he's getting a little bit of a leg up because of who his, you know, grandfather is, obviously. But it's just like, enough with it. Like, you're actually making people that might be interested in the kid kind of hate the kid. You know? Like, Conor Benn, even though his dad obviously is a huge name for British boxing, they don't even talk about his dad all that much anymore. They do, but they don't talk about it as much as they used to when he first started boxing. Now he's making his own name. He's knocking guys out. Chris Algieri was a easy touch, I would say, overall, but, you know. Ganja, what's going on, man? Ganja, did you see that Conor Benn knockout? Really, really nice. Really nice. KO. Nice little highlight reel. So. Right now, they're just, oh my God. Even in between rounds, they're pumping up the Ali and Joe Frazier at Madison Square Garden right now. This is over the top. Oh my God. Little bit much. Dude, I'm just excited for the co-main, which is going to be Jared Anderson. We're definitely going to be watching that. Absolutely. We got to see who wins with Dustin Oliveira. Like, that's a really, really, really good fight. I have one monitor for that. I have my iPad for that, and I have everything else running on my other screen. So I'm trying to make sure that we don't miss anything. But yeah, it's must-see TV. Amanda Nunes is must-see TV. You know, there's some really, really good fights. It was a really good 1-2. I 100% agree, Ganja Warrior. Like, he needs to step it up. And I hear him calling out Broner. I'm just like, why? Like, why? Like, no one wants to see that. Top Rank probably selling merch with him and Ali on it. I would not put that past Bob. Not put that past Bob in any way, shape, or form. That is absolutely up there. Dominic Cruz. Dude, that guy's a warrior. He's been around for a while. So, this Ali fight right now, this Ali Walsh fight is kind of a joke. This guy that he's fighting has, like, I can hit harder than his opponent right now. Like, I could do a better job almost. And I do not ever say that. And I am not like that skilled of a boxer, but I'm watching this and this is just sloppy mess. You know? How's everyone doing tonight? I mean, we're getting great fights. Katie Taylor fought. I mean, we're getting some solid fights today. I'll tell you what, 2021 had definitely made up for last year. Absolutely made up for last year. Last year was a mess when it came to fights. There were some good ones in there. but it was kind of a little bit of a mess. This year has been fantastic for fights. I agree, Dana. That's my biggest problem with him. It's like, I don't want to hear you call out Adrian Broner. I don't want to hear you call out Amir Khan, or like, I just don't want that. I don't want that. And Sanchez looks like he's going to get knocked out by Ali Walsh right about now, because he's just like grabbing him while he's basically buzzed. And don't worry, this referee's going to stop in about 2 seconds. Ganja, that's not a bad idea. Honestly, I'm trying to do a monitoring for everything, so. I broke, dude. I know. It's a mess. It is absolutely a mess. I put it on for like 2 seconds, and now I'm like kind of committed because I want to see Ali Walsh get it, but my goodness. This is just an... Look, the kid has a lot of pressure on him. Your literal grandfather is considered one of the greatest fighters of all time. That's a lot. Dad, yeah, Shrek. Davis, as well as our boy, Jared Anderson. Jared Anderson's co-main, baby. Probably, I'll say this. Probably not super competitive, broke dude, but I will say this. Every time I watch Jared Anderson, I'm happy. Like, he brings a lot to the table. A lot to the table. Every time. Like, you're going to be entertained. Shrek, I'm glad I did, man. I'm telling you, everyone's sleeping on Jared Anderson. I've been watching this kid for a couple years now. He's a really solid dude. Dana, that is the number one criticism I see on Twitter about Conor Benn. It's like, you call out everyone but Boots or Ortiz, and let's be honest, I saw this, and I just about died when I saw this. I saw that he was like, you know what? Because of Conor Benn, I bet you Josh Taylor stays at 140. What did you just say? I think that the reason Josh Taylor might stay at 140 is because of Conor Benn right now. Excuse me? Excuse me? Do you know who you're talking about right now? Like, Josh Taylor eats him for breakfast. Like, that's just ridiculous, man. Shrek. It's just like, I understand the hype. I understand the hype for Conor Benn. He has some good knockouts. He's also gone the distance with some guys that he should have been able to knock out and he didn't. And I know this happens all the time. Guys get like really hyped up about certain, like, especially in UK boxing sometimes. People get really hyped up about a certain fighter, especially when their dad was such a legend in boxing. And I'm just like, get the fuck out of here with that. Like, I'm sorry. And people are like, he's top 3. And I'm like, this is just nonsense. I have to like stop myself from commenting because I'll just get in like Twitter wars with people. You know? Booker, what's going on, dude? So I'm just like, don't put Josh Taylor, who's an undisputed champion at 140, in the same breath as Conor Benn, who hasn't fought even top-level domestic. I get it. He's a fun guy to watch. He's exciting. But let's not get crazy. Let's not get crazy. Excited for the Matrix fighting tonight, dude. Lomachenko, when I watched the Nakataki fight, dude, when he fought Yoshi, I was losing my mind. Because I'm just sitting there like, yes! Like, if you're a Lomachenko fan, that was the perfect fight to watch right afterwards. Because you're just like, my goodness. This is what I want to see. I'm going to call it right now. You ready? I'm going to call it right now. Lomachenko is going right after going right after Richard Commey. And Commey, even though he has a good reach and he's a good boxer, he doesn't use his reach to its full extent. He's going to have probably a solid 4-5 inch reach advantage. He's not going to use it. He fights a lot more in the mid range than he should. And sometimes even close range when he should. He should, like, what a good example would be like Lopez. When he fought like Tio, it's like, dude, you should just be on the outside just jabbing and boxing. And instead, he started fighting him in close and letting his hands go. That's the one thing I like about Richard Commey is he lets his hands go a lot. He's a fun guy to watch. But that's a bad thing. That's a bad thing to do against someone like a Lomachenko. Loma, I think tonight is going to come out to try to make a statement. Because all these young bucks, all these young guys out here are talking trash. Haney's talking trash. And then you got Tank talking trash. Ryan's talking trash even though he didn't fight this year. You know? If he wins, I think, honestly, there's a couple avenues for him. Number one, I think he'd want to fight Kambosos. He'd want to fight. That's a great question, by the way. I think he'd want to fight Kambosos. I think that's really tough because Kambosos has his pick of the litter. It's going to be the highest bidder. He's not going to get in the ring with someone that's going to possibly... Like, I did a breakdown on Wednesday. So Wednesday we do boxing news. Friday we usually do classic fight night where I put like Ali versus Frazier and I put it on the screen and we all watch it together and watch classic fight stuff. Normally when I kind of broke down the entire lightweight division on Wednesday's stream. And Devin Haney's a problem. Like, Devin Haney's a problem for a lot of people. I think Ryan Garcia is very he could be possibly weak based off of the ring rust that he has. This fight's garbage right now with Ali Walsh. And then Tio, I think it's pretty obvious. He's going to 140, so he's not going to be in the lightweight division. Shakur Stevenson, though, to your point, try to run, is being named next opponent. And I think that's a good fight. I think that's an excellent fight. Booker, this is sadly, I know, it's a pro fight. It's not looking like a pro fight. So Shakur Stevenson is someone that people are talking about a lot. I think that the hardest part, try to run, is that, like, Kambosos is with Lou DiBella. So Lou DiBella is going to really make sure that whoever he works with, he's going to want to work with. Shakur Stevenson is under Top Rank, so that allows Bob Arum to put two of his fighters together. Now, that right there is crazy. Shakur Stevenson, I think, would probably come up to lightweight because he's a pretty good size 130. He's a pretty good size 130. I think he's ready to hit that lightweight division. So, in my opinion, Kambosos he's done some work with Eddie. I could see something happening there. Possibly Devin Haney, because Kambosos and Devin Haney could make it an undisputed kind of fight. Sells a lot of tickets, sells a lot of DAZN. I see that as a win-win for both of them. Make it a 2-fight deal kind of situation. So, in my opinion, that's kind of how it kind of plays out. Shakur Stevenson, I think, versus Lomachenko would be an incredible fight. A very slept-on fight for a lot of people. Because, honestly, it's really hard to see who would win that fight. Shakur Stevenson really showed up in his last fight. And he looked excellent. Top level boxing from Shakur Stevenson. And he hurt, Jamel Herring, which I didn't expect at all. I did not see that coming. So I was impressed. I was very impressed. Shakur, I think he has to move up to 135. I think he has to move up to lightweight. I think that's the right move for him. Oh, man. Just seeing Lomachenko getting his hands wrapped and everything, I'm just like, I'm so excited. Steve, what's going on, buddy? We just watched Ali's grandson have a terrible fight. Dude, Tio and Loma look like they're brothers from another mother. Just it's the facial hair a little bit, and you know. But Richard COMMEY, don't sleep on him. This year, as we've seen, this year is the year of upsets. So many upsets this year. And Loma's taking this fight for one reason and one reason only. He wants to make a statement against a really top level lightweight. He wants to show everyone else. He wants to make sure, like, okay, let's put this in a little bit of perspective in case you weren't here for Wednesday's stream. We have Ryan Garcia that didn't fight all year. First one was like mental health, and then he broke his hand. And so he's done until February, March timeframe for his next fight, which is probably going to be a light one. Light touch. Then, on top of that, Tio's done probably at lightweight. He's probably gone. Devin Haney, though, is very interesting. And even though he's not the most exciting fighter in the world, he is a really skilled boxer, really solid boxer overall. 40-36. This is like such a lopsided. It's obviously going to Ali Walsh. I'm not even gonna. Garbage fight. That's sad. That was a absolutely pathetic fight. And then when you look at Tank now enters the whole thing when it comes to lightweight, because he gave up his belts at 140 and he gave up his belts at 130. Oh, Booker, it was terrible. Terrible fight. Terrible fight. I just put on the Dominic Cruz fight. Oh yeah, I got you, Shrek. That's why I got like everything going on so I can see everything. Well, so 4-rounders can be really tough. Oftentimes, though, broke dude, the one thing I'll say about 4-rounders, they're starting places for people that are going to be lopsided fights, generally speaking. And if it doesn't go the fighter's way that they want to win, they'll make sure it does. Because it's only 4 rounds, so there's not a lot of argument there. They robbed Sanchez. Dude. Dude, Keyshawn Davis is a really solid fighter. He's pretty fun to watch. Like, this card has a lot of young talent on it that I think people sleep on. Ben versus Algeria. Holy cow, dude. Robinson Dale. Yeah, man. Connor Ben, great knockout. Nice little highlight reel. Knocking out a 37-year-old retired commentator. You know, whatever. You like, people are gonna pick him apart for that, obviously. But still, lightweight is stacked. It's absolutely stacked. It's one of my favorite weight classes because what's nice about lightweight is the skills, the speed, and when you get someone that has good, decent power on top of it, lightweight is super fun to watch. Super fun. And the talent we have there is what makes it so fun. Tank versus Loma, or Loma and Haney, or Haney and Cambosis, like all these guys, throwing Shakur Stevenson possibly. Ryan Garcia is going to be sticking around a little bit. Like, there's a lot of great talent there. And that's what makes the lightweight division super, super fun. Welterweight has, I would say, pound for pound talent. Some of the best pound for pound talent is in the welterweight division. No question. Like, it's so good. Dude, Dominic Cruz right now is going to war. Oh, I'm interested to see who that is, Shrek. Dude, UFC has put on nothing but bangers for cards. Phenomenal cards this year. Their like Vegas cards that they put on are generally better than the cards that most major like promoters put on for boxing. Their undercards are phenomenally good. We've had this conversation so many times. Shrek beats Mike Tyson, by the way. Like, the UFC has so much talent, and the way you can get people that are in the prelims that you're excited about, it's really special. It's really, really special the way they've done that. And props to them. Like, props to Dana, props to the UFC for doing that. It's what makes the UFC such a fantastic... Dude, Carl, what's going on, man? It's what makes the UFC just really special, honestly, is the way they are able to put on just consistently amazing fights. Oh, really? Try to run. I grew up in Maine, by the way. I went to college in Boston, so we have a few New Englanders sometimes in the chat. I'm originally from Portland, Maine, so yeah, New England. What's up? Thurman, I don't know if Thurman says he's going to do a lot. Dude, Boston's one of my favorite cities. I love Boston. If you've never like spent time in Boston, it's a really great city. Very walkable. I mean, just to do Newbury Street and everything, like the food's fantastic. Boston's a fantastic town. And I've worked in New York, I've been to LA, I've been to the Pacific Northwest. I've been all around, and let me tell you, Boston's a really great town. You work in Connecticut. Now, of course, there's money there, of course. Moving to Boston, join the mob. There you go, Booker. The one thing I'll tell you about Boston, okay? This is the one thing I have to tell you if you're not from the area. It's the one thing I'll tell you, okay? And you need to take this very seriously if you're moving to Boston, okay? Boston does not play when it comes to their teams, their sports teams, in major sporting events like the Super Bowl or the Stanley Cup or any of the finals in the NBA. Like, don't go walking around into certain Irish pubs wearing the other team's stuff. Don't do that. Like, don't do that. And the reason I say that is you have a group of states, like 6 states, that root for one team for every major sport. So don't fuck around in Boston with that. It's the one piece of advice I got for you. Like, just don't. You can be a fan of the other people. By the way, Keyshawn Davis is about to fight right now. You can be a fan of the other team. Just don't go into a heavy type of situation where it's clearly like a Red Sox or like a big time place, and then decide that you're gonna wear, like, I remember certain bars had signs outside of their establishments that were like, don't wear Canucks jerseys in here during the Bruins during the Stanley Cup. Like, just don't do it. Just don't do it. It's the one piece of advice I can give you. If you're a Yankees fan in Boston, you gotta try to you're gonna get heckled, you know. It's the way it is. So, don't get me wrong, though. Like, Fenway Park is phenomenal. Fenway Park, I've had a lot of family and friends that are not, like, from Boston go to Fenway Park, and they just love it. It's a fantastic experience. Like, you're pretty close to the players based on the actual dimensions of Fenway. It's a great place to watch some baseball. And it's very, like, iconic, too. The Green Monster's fantastic. If you wait until, like, right around game time, you can probably get some scalpers and get some good prices on tickets. So, yeah. Boston sports is a lot of fun, man. I got kicked out of Fenway when I was in college because I got a beer from my friend when he was 20. Oh, that sucks. And Boston is such a boozy town, too. Super boozy town. So, didn't even get my seat. Oh, then I got scalped. Ticks for the third inning. There you go. He should win. They're trying to build this kid up, so. So, this next fight, Keyshawn Davis is going to win. And then after that, I'm going to probably say Jared Anderson's going to win the co-main, and then we got Lomachenko. Loma, I think, is just so hungry right now, and I love it. I love it, man. Loma actually had a little quote that I thought was pretty interesting that came out, which is they talked about, Tio losing to Kambosos, and they're like, what do you think about that? And Loma had a very classy response, which is, I don't take any like pleasure in that, or I don't take any kind of like, I don't enjoy seeing him lose because I've been there. And I'm just like, wow, like that's a really great way to do that. B3, I hope Donaire wins. I love Donaire. Filipino Flash, I mean, he's a legend in the sport. He gave the best fight to Inoue. I mean, he's such a great fighter. I hope he wins. I always root for him. Unless he's fighting Inoue, then I root for Inoue, but Loma lost one. He lost one amateur fight. And then he went back and fought that guy and beat him 3 times. So his amateur record is, I believe it's 396 wins and 1 loss. And the one guy he lost to, he beat 3 times. So Lomachenko has the best amateur pedigree out of anyone that's ever fought, period. Yeah, 396. Yes, Booker, yes. You could take that to the bank. 2 gold medals on top of that. So Lomachenko has, and look, this is the one problem I have with Loma. And it happened with Triple G a little bit too. Triple G had an amateur record of like 350 fights or something like that. Like something ridiculous. A lot of amateur fights. And some of these guys that come out of this kind of, Kazakhstan or Ukraine area, they have a lot of amateur pedigree, which is very respectable. But they stay in the amateurs way too long. Loma came out, and when he came out, the first thing he said is, this is a fun little factoid, is that Loma literally said, I want to find a promoter that will allow me to have a championship fight, my first fight as a pro. I want to have my first fight as a pro be for a belt. And Bob Arum said, I can't do it for the first fight, but I can do it for the second fight. And Loma said, sign me up. And that's why he's with Bob Arum. That's Lomachenko for you. And the Salido fight didn't go his way. Obviously, there's a shit ton of low blows. Like, it was a bad situation. But Lomachenko, when he got 3 belts at 3 different weight classes in 11 fights, and the previous record was 22 by Oscar De La Hoya, by the way. It's just like, this guy's insane. He fights, his whole resume has more top level fighters on it than a lot of fighters' entire career as a resume. It's unbelievable. And that's why I have an immense respect for Lomachenko. You don't have to love him. I'm not saying, don't get me wrong. I think he's had some issues, with the Lopez fight. Should have never done it with that kind of shoulder kind of situation. But if you don't respect watching Lomachenko, I just don't know what to tell you, man. I just don't know what to tell you. Keyshawn Davis, knocked down. And Keyshawn Davis gets the knockout, it looks like. Huge knockdown for Davis. It's all over. Davis gets the stoppage. Well, Booker, I have ESPN Plus. That's the only reason I'm so up to date on it. Man, this kid, this Davis kid, he's looking pretty decent. Let's see what he does, Finishing is a big deal. Being able to finish is amazing. Oh, absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Robinson Dale, I couldn't agree more, man. ESPN Plus, you can watch everything. You can watch the entire thing, Booker. It's not pay-per-view. This fight is not pay-per-view. The Lomachenko COMMEY is not pay-per-view. So you can watch the entire card on ESPN Plus if you have it. Which, by the way, for $5 a month, ESPN Plus is totally worth it. I'm not surprised. Lomachenko's doing a lot of fights that, him versus Lopez was regular ESPN even. So I'm not surprised. The reason that it's not pay-per-view is because UFC 269 is pay-per-view on ESPN. So if you have ESPN Plus, you can watch it for free right now. Or I should say, you can watch it real time. There you go, Booker. You can watch it all real time. Nope. Lomachenko versus COMMEY is just ESPN Plus. So the main card for UFC is, though. So ESPN is going to be doing kind of ESPN Plus for a lot of the fights for UFC, and then main card. This whole COMMEY Loma card is just purely on it, which is honestly, I've watched a lot of really good fights and stuff for the price. So Amir Khan versus Brooks is a rumored fight that's gonna happen. That body shot was beautiful. Shrek, here you go. Body shot is what got Mike Tyson into boxing, by the way. Fun fact, he was in like a juvenile detention, and they had boxing, and he went in the ring, and this guy came up that was like a former boxer, and was teaching him kind of some stuff, and then did a body shot, like a liver shot on Mike Tyson, and Mike Tyson went down hard. And then he got up, he tried to act like he wasn't in pain and everything like that. And he looks at him and he goes, "Can you teach me how to do that? Can you show me how you did that? Like, that's amazing." Like, he'd never seen anything like it. He'd never felt anything like it. So that's when the guy called up, Teddy Atlas and Customato, and was like, this kid could be pretty special. He's 12 years old and he's like 200 pounds. So between networks to keep fights, relatively affordable for the fans. I agree with that, Steve. Absolutely. You know me. I'm all about that. I agree. A little bit slow, but let's see how it goes. Davis is an interesting prospect. He's hit that prospect level now. I think he's doing a good job. So, but college boxing, I can't imagine there's a lot of college boxing going on. I imagine college especially is like, we're not going to take the liability of that. So I can't imagine there's a ton of it going on. Starting to appear in Georgia. Good. That's a good thing. That's not a bad thing. Like, college boxing used to be a huge thing. So it used to be like a big deal too. Know that the risk and understand what they're getting into for it. I absolutely agree. Try to run. Absolutely agree with you on that. Look, boxing is one of those things. Any kind of combat sport it's a tough sport to be in. And you need to understand what you're doing. And I think you need to be, so this is one thing. I have sometimes people try to run. I have people that come into chat and they're like, I want to get into boxing. What should I do? And I'm like, honestly, you need to find a local gym. Don't find like a big gym with 1 billion people in it. Like, find like a local small gym, because those people are going to care about you, because the right people at smaller gyms are going to make sure that you do not get into a situation where you're, trying to fight someone that you shouldn't. And when you start sparring, all that stuff, it's important to have the right people in your corner. The best thing I can recommend is, if you haven't watched it, the Teddy Atlas, where he talked with Joe Rogan, is phenomenal. Phenomenal. And the reason I say that is because Teddy talks about and has this like passion, absolute passion for like getting his kids to try out different stuff. but like protecting them and being responsible for them. Local gyms got closed, for good because of COVID. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's the one thing of that. So when like people talk to me a lot of times about like, how do you feel about the Paul brothers? Like, how do you feel about that stuff? I'm like, it's not a bad thing if they can drive kids into like local gyms, like local boxing places. Absolutely. I've been scouting out some places here to try out. But I've only boxed in local smaller gyms that are owned independently. And it's because those people care. Like, they want to make sure that you're okay. They want to make sure that, like, you keep coming back, you know? It was a group of friends who met up on Friday afternoon. There you go. There you go, Steve. You know, I've had a bunch of people that like do not like the Paul brothers. And I have to agree, like Ryan Garcia absolutely brought a lot of people. So like I've had this whole like conversation try to run where like I've had people that are my friends and they called me up after, you know, the Paul brothers fought and they're talking about like how their daughter watched the entire card and like kind of like got a little bit into boxing. And I've had people in my chat that are now like part of my chat on a regular basis that were just purely here initially because of the Paul brothers fighting and me live streaming during it. And now they consume a heavy amount of boxing content. There's a good amount. And if we can get a couple kids into boxing and going to local gyms, let me tell you, there's no local gyms that are complaining about the Paul brothers. I don't love them. I have no like affection for those guys. I don't watch their content or anything. But you know what I mean? Like, good stuff out of, in the Puerto Rico. Yeah. See, like the Paul brothers, as much as people want to hate them and like absolutely like hate on them, if we can get a couple people into boxing, man, boxing needs it. Boxing absolutely needs it. Combat sports needs it. I know that like the boxing community and like the UFC community always feels like, oh, we don't need these extra people. And it's like, bullshit, we don't. Because like the NFL, MLB, and NBA will take those people, those casual fans, all day, every day. They love those fans. And there's a lot of them. We are NASCAR level when it comes to being a major sport in the US. And if you don't believe that, it's true. So we need all the help we can get. We need all the top people that we can get to be international stars in this sport. That's just me being real. Like it's not easy to get into boxing. I bought a 75-pound heavy bag, used it for years in my basement in the early 2000s, sold it to a friend, got a speed bag as a gift, and never set it up. Need to get into that. Dude, absolutely, man. If it's a double-ended speed bag, it's not easy. My footwork is okay. I need to improve hand speed and output. It's a phenomenal sport for people, though. Phenomenal sport for people. My dad isn't a huge boxing guy, but he did get me into, watching the Klitschko brothers. Great people to watch. And used to really love, Lennox Lewis. Lennox Lewis is fantastic. See, I grew up when it was like Mike Tyson. It was Holyfield. It was all those guys. I'd rather watch Paul brothers than these top fighters duck each other. Oh, absolutely. Dude, NASCAR, people sleep on NASCAR a little bit. They sleep on NASCAR a little bit. Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's a great take. Tank gets a lot of casuals, man. He understands it. And like, same thing with like Ryan Garcia understands the market. He understands that market, that like you need to use social media. I'm just going to be honest about this. If Ryan Garcia can go out there and just get a ton of people, over 5 million people to be fans of him on Instagram, there's no reason all these guys, I'm going to pick on Crawford in particular. Crawford always bitches and moans about getting great opportunities and fans and all this stuff like that. What are you doing? I actually did a breakdown one time on stream where we went to his YouTube channel. Bud Crawford's. No content. I mean, almost no content. Very, very little content. And he's got like 45,000 people. And it's like, dude, you should be like, if you're training, that's all content. So it's brutal. Not watching UFC. I'm watching UFC and I'm watching the fights right now. There's nothing going on right now in terms of boxing. They're in between fights right now. They're trying to kill some time because the first two fights, we had the 4-rounder with Walsh, and now we just had Keyshawn Davis have an early stoppage. So now we're just waiting for Jared Anderson, which is the co-main. So doesn't have good people in his corner. Dude, what's going on, Vet? How you doing, man? Dude, I have to say, Ryan Garcia is fantastic at promotion for himself. You know? I have to agree. Like, Crawford dropping an NFT, it's like, you don't... I like Crawford, and I think there's more people... Like, the one thing that Crawford did really, really well is that he went on Joe Rogan's podcast. And I've said this, and I firmly believe it, that, like, I've had a lot of people, especially from the UK, be like, why does Anthony Joshua need to get the American market? Like, why does that matter? He's already got the UK market and he's got the African market. And I'm like, no, you're right. He does. But I firmly believe that Anthony Joshua missed out on the American market because he could have absolutely gone on Joe Rogan and gained massive amounts of fans. And why it matters is because now he's promoting other guys. He's now starting to be the guy that is in charge of other guys in their career. And you have to have those relationships. Like, you got to have those relationships. And I'm just shocked when your two big sponsors, if you're Anthony Joshua, are American brands, Under Armour and Beats. Why would you not do any promotion in the US? I don't get it. I don't get it. It's one of the things I don't understand it. And people are like, they don't need it. And it's like, bullshit, you don't need it. The Fury's ribs, apparently Fury broke a rib and got like bronchitis or some kind of disease. Oh my God, Jared Anderson's walking in with a pink pimp cane, an all white suit and a white hat like a pimp. What the fuck is going on right now? Jared Anderson's walking in as a pimp. This outfit from Jared Anderson's amazing. Quick little thing to note. If you don't know who Jared Anderson is, this kid's the future of American heavyweight boxing, in my opinion. Fantastic boxer to watch. Very athletic. He's about 6'4", 240 pounds, and it's all natural. And you can see when he moves, there's no robotic nature to it. And it's because he's just a natural athlete and he's naturally big. Like, this is the size he should be. So even amateur boxers have a snobby attitude. Dude, yeah, I believe it. I believe it, Steve, so much. I just missed it. It's on my iPad, so I gotta switch back. He's gonna be like Booker. When you see him take off his coats and everything, you're gonna be like, holy cow, I can't believe this guy's like 240 pounds and he's like 6'4", pure muscle, and he's got the body of him, like, where you're just surprised he's as big as he is. And it's because he was a football guy and a basketball guy. He was not a boxing guy until later in his life. And athletically, he's very good. He's a -2. Oh my God. So it's a guaranteed knockout. That's a guaranteed knockout at that. Try to run. By the way, thanks for joining the community and being part of it, man. I appreciate it. That's a guaranteed knockout, basically, at that point. So, yeah, by the way, try to run. We stream on Wednesday for boxing news. Friday, we do usually, classic fight night where we put actual, like, Joe Frazier versus Muhammad Ali on the screen. We have a good time watching all those old school fights. And you can make suggestions during that too, like Gotti versus Ward and all that stuff. It's a good way for, like, if you haven't seen those classic fights, to see those fights. And I think we're at episode 17 now, maybe 17. We've done it 17 weeks in a row or something like that. Like, it's been crazy. Of having 6'4", being 6'4" height and like 230 pounds. I know, man. I agree, Steve. I absolutely agree. So, yeah, Jared Anderson. A lot of people are sleeping on him. To me, he looks like a more athletic version of Daniel Dubois to a degree. So. Oh, Steve, dude, I know you love those. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun because we get to see a lot of the big fights from back in the day. And it's fun when we get to kind of live through that history in boxing, And what I try to do is I try to give you guys context for it, where I will go through their, like, box rec, their history as a boxer, and give you guys context in terms of, like, who they were fighting, when they were doing it, all that stuff. And that's super fun. Oh, man, we got to switch. Hold on. We got to switch over to Jared Anderson in a pimp coat. Oh, my God, dude. Holy cow. Oh, this pimp outfit is insane. Hold on. I'm gonna get a screenshot of it for you guys. This is amazing. This is an amazing outfit. Big pimp outfit. Jared Anderson's got a little swag to him. My goodness. This is a big baby. It's coming in with some swag. I'll show you guys right now on the screen. The kid, I love that Tim Bradley's like, the cane just sends it off, man. It's like the perfect thing. This is awesome. Okay, here we go. You ready? This is the outfit right here. Phenomenal. Phenomenal outfit, man. Look at that all white pimp outfit. Oh boy. I got you, boys. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. And then my favorite thing is this image right here. I got it just in time. Look at that. That's a pimpin' ain't easy kind of look. That's a pimpin' ain't easy Dave Chappelle. Yes, haters ball. G-Fig. Yes. Oh my God, dude. Look at that. Hate. Dude, haters ball. I was watching the Dave Chappelle's now that they're on Netflix, and my goodness, Leonard Washington, Charlie Murphy, Charlie Murphy, man. Oh my God, Tyrone Bigums, like all those characters. Look, this is amazing. Oh my God, it's Ashy Larry, Snake Eyes, baby. Oh my God. Steve, I agree, man. It's the head nod. It's the whole look. Ganja, you missed. This is the pimp outfit that's going on right now with Jared Anderson. Ashy Larry, man. It's time. Yeah, it's time for Anderson already, man. We're getting co-main. El Pablo, I have no idea. And those feathers, Steve, I know, right? Okay, Jared Anderson, here we go, baby. If you're not watching, get in the Discord, check out the links. Get ready for a knockout. That's some serious pimping. Oh, dude. The Chappelle show was so good. Skins and Blaffers blouses. Oh, when he played Prince. Oh my God. This Ukrainian kid is fucking huge right now in the ring. He's got to be at least 6'6", 6'7". Huge Ukrainian kid. This makes me a little nervous. I always get nervous. Always get nervous when it's a Russian boxer, Ukrainian boxer, Kazakhstan, like one of those like countries in that general region. Like, get nervous. If COMMEY wins, I give you $1,000, dude. Absolutely, I'll take that all day, every day. I don't believe he's going to, but yeah, Eastern European monsters is absolutely what's going on. All right. Well, I mean, in Russia, you have to pick between wrestling and boxing as a kid. I mean, these dudes are big as fuck. This is a great test. Jared Anderson hits him with a huge left hand already. Uh-oh, Jared Anderson's already messing him up. This is looking good so far for Jared Anderson. He's hitting him pretty good. Yeah, Steve, absolutely, man. Jared Anderson is just, I mean, very natural. Yeah, yeah, exactly, broke, dude. Like, stay the hell out of this, man. Anderson is always on the front foot. The one question I have is what happens when Anderson starts having to fight off the back foot. That's my big question. When he has to fight off the back foot, what happens? So, you know, these skits are getting out of hand now. Dude, the Wayne Brady skit from Chappelle Show, where they talk about Wayne Brady making Al Roker look like Malcolm X. Oh, it's so good. So good. It's one of the best. Does Wayne Brady have to choke a bitch? Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. I was watching those. So I downloaded a bunch of episodes and I was watching them last night when I was camping cold winter camping in Minnesota. And oh my God, man, I was laughing my ass off. This is a good little scrap right here. Usyk versus Joshua. What's your opinion? Joshua doesn't have the tools to beat Usyk, in my opinion. Usyk's just too skilled. I think Joshua changing trainers is not a bad idea, though. I think it's smart if Joshua changes trainers. And the reason I say that is he got bullshitted to during the fight, where his corner's yelling at him like, beautiful boxing, and he's getting just pieced up. And I think Joshua needs 100% honest feedback, no more BS. You prefer boxing more than one of the best UFC cards of the year. I love boxing. I know it better. We're showing both. We're watching both of them, actually. Literally right now, because they're both on ESPN. So we're watching both. And we have it in the title that we're watching both. I know that they're also going to stagger it. Joshua needs tough love. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's why I like a guy like Teddy Atlas, or, someone that's going to be honest with Josh. Because AJ's a solid boxer, and he had moments. He had moments against Usyk that looked really good when he was going to the body, but no one encouraged him to change things and adapt during that fight. They just said, keep doing what you're doing. And it's no, that's bullshit. He needs a corner that's you're losing, you need to go to the body. You need to do this. You need to do that. And they didn't do that. They really didn't help him. Yeah, Dana, absolutely. Kev, what's going on, man? Jared Anderson laying some good shots, but also taking a couple. I like the aggression of Jared Anderson right now. COMMEY, this is a big step up for this kid. 8-rounder, good step up. Oh, this Ukrainian dude's just not taking it easy. Oh, when I say that, huge knockdown. Oh, he's not getting up. He's not getting up. Not getting up. It's all over. Jared Anderson, baby. Jared Anderson with a beautiful knockout. Woo! Great knockout. Man, I'm telling you, don't sleep on Jared Anderson. This kid, let's see him progress. But my God, this kid has some talent. He has some talent. Tug, by the way, Bet, thanks for posting all the pictures, man. Swarm, what's going on, dude? 407, how you doing, dude? Ali Walsh fought. It was a garbage fight. Terrible fight, man. We're at the co-main right now, and it's great. In my opinion, Joshua has no, chance against Usyk, and especially with Fury, he has nothing to look for. I mean, I agree. I have to say that, I give Joshua a chance because he's so big, he's so strong. There's a possibility there. There's always a possibility. But I wouldn't put money on it. Beautiful shot from Anderson, man. Perfect shot. Temple shot. Fucking Ohio pimp. 213 only, yeah, modern heavyweights that size. That could crack, I mean, with Wilder. Oh, 407, you didn't miss a crazy undercard or anything like that. Ali did win. It was a terrible fight. Terrible fight. He lost a boxing match to a pimp. That hat. I'm telling you, Jared Anderson, this kid, keep an eye on him. Keep an eye on him. The only thing I'll say is, if he gets in the ring with a good boxer, he could have some issues. He could have some issues because he's not used to going backwards. He's used to going forward. It's the only thing. Donaire, I know Donaire's fighting tonight. I'm going to try to get to all of it. It's hard because UFC 269 is an unreal event, and then Loma is top priority. So, Broke Dude, I believe he played football. So I think, yeah. Spot on. So, kid's good. Let's see where he goes. I mean, Adam Kalnacki would be a guy. Kalsnacki would be a good guy to fight. I mean, Hellenius would be a good guy to fight eventually. He's got to fight. He's got to move up a little bit. Dude, 407. Yeah, Loma, I hope does. I hope he does do that. I have a lot of affection for Richard Comey, but so O'Malley's about to fight. I know, Dana, they're showing the Tank fight, and then they'll eventually switch over. If Loma's 100%, he should win. And he should do it pretty well. Dude, Vet, you did a great job with those screenshots, man. G-Fig, love it. Dude, there's... If you're not part of, the Discord, get in there, man. There's some good stuff. Let's see. I think O'Malley should win. I like O'Malley a lot. He's a good kid. Swarm, if you're trying to type the word link or links, it is banned. So don't ask for those. For a reason. All right. I'm going to pee, and I'll be right back, boys. All right, I'm back. Dude, that hot ass hat and everything. Next, we got Loma versus COMMEY. A little TMI. I just got to take a quick piss. No big deal. Yeah, dude, you can't post your Discord in my chat. Sorry, dude. If you try to post it again, I might have to time you out, dude. Don't post your link to your Discord. That's why it's blocked. Sean O'Malley going in. It's a good time to. If you need a bio break. Because Sean O'Malley's going out right now, and then we got Lomachenko, and then we got to go back to UFC 268. I'm sorry, 269. Dude, Sean O'Malley, he's must-see TV. You got to watch this kid. He's fun. He's a lot of fun. I mean, he has brutal knockouts. Should be fun. Exactly, Steve. You know? By the way, if you're new to the channel, thanks for being here. We do live streams on Wednesday for boxing news. We do classic fight night on Friday, where we actually put the fights on the screen and watch like Ali versus Frazier and stuff. And then Saturday, it's always either boxing or UFC. So thanks for being here. Watching a little UFC right now while we wait for the Lomachenko-COMMEY fight to happen. Don't worry. You're getting commentary for both. You're not missing anything. I promise you. Oh, man. Because you know they're going to stall. They're going to stall for a little bit on ESPN for the Loma versus COMMEY fight. For sure. They're going to stall for probably at least a good 30 minutes, I'm going to predict. 20 to 30 minutes. Because they're going to want to stretch it out a little bit. They don't want to compete with UFC too much, so... Try and do commentary for both. It's a little tough, but here we go. Yeah, dude, try to run. Absolutely. Absolutely. With the knockouts that we've had in the last couple fights, it's going to be with Davis and then Anderson. They're going to try to milk it. They're going to milk it pretty hard. But they don't, because mind you, UFC's also on ESPN. Technically, it's pay-per-view. So they're going to try to mix it up pretty well. Because oftentimes, if you watch one sport, you watch the other. Combat sports is generally pretty well mixed. So... with all the prelims and breaks between the fights, yeah. It's going to be like the epic Super Bowl, dude. New England boy, dude. I love that New England's crushing it right now. Number 1 in the AFC, boys. Number 1 in the AFC, and we have a rookie quarterback. Oh my God, Bet. I have to use that. I have to use that. Oh my God. I have to show you guys. That just made the best thing ever. Bet. That's the best thing in the world, dude. Vet made this, I think. Oh my God, dude, it's so good. That's true. Robinson Dale, yeah, no, he did say that. He did say that. He's never made money off of Bud. Uh-oh, Tyson Fury's going into the ring right now for Top Rank? What the fuck's going on? There might be an announcement. Hold on. I'll let you guys know. He's going to be announcing a fight, maybe? I'm watching. I'm watching both. I'll let you know. Tyson Fury maybe is announcing a big fight right now. What the hell's... Bob Arum, so Tyson's yelling a bunch. Oh, they're doing a little sing-along. I do viewing parties for verified only right now because Discord got a little bit crazy with people, like spamming stuff and getting a little bit nuts. So we do verified viewing parties, but other than that, we don't. But we have links for everything. Tyson's just doing a happy birthday right now to Bob Arum. Which, by the way, Melly, it's literally the exact same links I use. Like, everything that I post there for, you know, free fight links are literally what I use myself. So, I'm not, like, trying to trick you or anything like that. It's literally what I use. Oh, Tyson can kind of sing. He can kind of sing, so... Negative 500 cool points. Oh God, dude. Tyson Fury's singing, so that's how you know they're trying to stall the card. Oh, Tyson Fury singing and trying to break up some. Oh my God. Miracle Boy, how you doing, dude? Sean O'Malley right now. Okay, so they just had that. So they just killed a little bit of time. 7-foot bald man singing for the elderly. All right, let's get back to Sean O'Malley now. A real fight. Look, Tyson Fury doesn't have a terrible voice, so good for him. A little promotion, a little bit of a little zhuzhing there for him. So, doesn't pass away tonight. That would be too much irony. Dude, Bob Arum, you either love him or you hate him. Oh, Sean just rocked him. Oh, Sean's going for the finish. It's looking pretty good. O'Malley landing huge shots. Oh, there's another one. He's rocking them left and right. It's all over. Sean O'Malley. Huge stoppage. Oh, boy. That's a statement. That's a statement. Wow. Oh. Sean just, oh my God. Oh, wow. Beautiful. Right on the button from Sean. I'll say this. Sean O'Malley could absolutely be a boxer if he had a different life. The way he finds that chin, man. The way he finds that chin is pretty fucking special. This kid has really special striking skills. Beautiful. That right there, they just showed it. He went to the body. You know? Miracle Boy, I got you. Wow. Two minutes ahead? Wow. Oh, dude, thanks. I appreciate that. Nice KO for Sean. O'Malley versus, oh, dude, Gallbrand. Yeah, Paulo, yeah, dude. Great call. Paulo, great call. I'm watching Loma talk right now. They're talking right now. Hold on. They're talking right now. Up to Loma, and they're like, why does no one call you out on social media? And Loma's being very classy, being like, I don't know. Oh, man. Loma's being honest right now, saying that none of those guys want to do. What am I on? I'm on Sixth Stream is working pretty well right now, and I'm just on regular ESPN Plus for boxing. So Loma just was honest and said, like, these guys don't want to fight me because I don't have a title, which makes a lot of sense. Like, he's being honest about that stuff. Did that fight happen already? If you're talking about COMMEY versus Loma, no. We're getting ready for that fight probably within the next 15 minutes. Roughly. Dude, Pizza the Hut, what's going on, man? Good to see you here. How you doing, dude? Dude, this has been a great night. Loma's great at English. Dude, his English has gotten so solid. And look, people talk about that kind of stuff like, oh, it's no big deal. It is a huge deal to put that kind of level of effort into it. Oh, I can't wait for Lomachenko, man. I'm chomping at the bit. Like every time Loma fights, it's one of my favorite things to watch because you could see something super special. It's oh man, I'm biased. I'm biased, and I always say that, but like when you watch a Lomachenko fight, you're watching something that is not going to be around forever. When you watch some heavyweights and stuff, like, dude, like even a Deontay Wilder, people take him for granted. You don't get a lot of guys that have that kind of knockout power. Like, there's something kind of a little bit special. When you watch a Lomachenko fight, you don't get someone to do what he does ever. So, you know, it's one of those things. Like, when you see certain fighters, you're just like, that's pretty special. I mean, I would say that Fury's pretty damn good. Oh, I have a man crush on Loma, for sure. Like, Fury's pretty damn special to watch. You don't see a lot of guys that are 6'9" move like that. He's slowed some of that down, but he's been a different way. So, too bad. Oh, yeah. Dude got robbed by Rolly big time. Broke, dude. Absolutely. And he gets KO'd by Richard Comey. I know. I agree with you on that. Absolutely. So, it's one of those situations where, you know, boxing card on Christmas. That's brutal. I'm going to tell you right now. I think Loma is going to overwhelm Comey and get the stoppage. That's my opinion. No disrespect to Comey. I love Comey. I think he's a great fighter. But we've seen some very special things from Loma recently. And look. If you show me something special, like you did against Yoshi, right? If you show me something special like you did against Yoshi, You need to be consistent. I don't care for guys that are like up and down, that show me something good, then are like kind of down. It's really tough to be all about that. King Canelo don't need to learn English when you just need to learn Spanish because he's king. Dude, Booker, he, as I've always said, the thing with Canelo is that his second language is English, but he's fluent in trash talk. Like, Fury's there because he's a top ranked guy. Basically. Like Canelo is, his second language is English, but he's fluent in trash talk. And that's what makes him so good. And the biggest accomplishment, like Boo Boo comes at him and starts talking trash to him. And guess what? For Canelo to embarrass you when it's your like native language, you know, it's like, I'm going to tell you right now, Tyson Fury being this cocky about Usyk is not good. I'm going to be honest, Tyson Fury's not showing a lot of respect right now to Usyk. Because Usyk, I'll say this. When Fury got heavier at like the 270 range, he slowed down a lot. He doesn't look the same as he did at 240 in the first Deontay Wilder fight. And I'm not saying that's like a terrible thing, but it is a real thing. Ooh, Ryan Garcia versus Pitbull Cruz. OB, I love that idea. OB, can I tell you why I love that? Great idea, by the way. Is number one, Ryan Garcia needs a good comeback fight. And Pitbull has a little bit of clout right now. Good call on that. Number two, Ryan Garcia has shown that he doesn't like pressure, and that's not the kind of fight that he normally would take. He would normally take a guy that just wants to sit on the outside and try to box. So I love that. And on top of that, you have Cruz, who, by the way, a lot of people feel like won. And you have Ryan Garcia. And if Ryan Garcia wins, oh boy, a lot of people are going to feel like Ryan Garcia could beat Tank Davis. Love that idea. OB, fantastic idea there. That's a really smart marketing move right there. And I would be all over that if I'm Golden Boy. I'm all over that. So, smallest person up there. It's funny because Ryan Garcia called Pitbull a level C fighter. Ooh, I'll tell you this much. Pitbull is a tough dude. Tough dude. Like, he's a no joke fighter. He's going to give problems to a lot of guys. Now look, part of it looked a little bit more, there's a little bit of exaggeration there because Tank broke his hand and Tank was taking over for a huge part. Plus Fury's drunk as fuck probably. I think that's why he has the sunglasses. Look, if you're wearing sunglasses, you're probably not 100%. If you're indoors at a fight, just putting it out there. I would love to see Pitbull versus Tank, but the problem is they're never going to give it. They're never going to give that to him. And part of it is because his style is really not conducive to Tank. Tank took over and started to look really good, by the way. What am I sipping on? A little bit of this, a little bit of that. At 130, yes. I agree, broke dude. I agree. He would do better at 130. Based on his size, for sure. I mean, I think Pitbull got a lot of fans for a reason, man. He got a lot of fans based off of what we were seeing from him in that fight. Kid can fight. And I love that style, that come forward Mexican, let's go to war style. It's hard not to like that. He's going to be exciting. He's going to be a problem for people too. He's going to be a problem for some people. You know, like he had decent counters. He just in general looked like someone that would not be fun to fight. It's a little bit of this, a little bit of that. That's all I'll say. So warm milk? No. Definitely not. Canelo, it was in his prime when he fought Mayweather? No. No. Canelo's in his prime right now. Like right now. This is the prime of Canelo. And by the way, I've said this for a long time. Bivol looks very, very, very open. He looks like someone that can be beat. And today was a good proof of that. It's a little bourbon. That's all. No big deal. Clear liquid is for rich white women on diets. Let's just put it that way. So, in my opinion, you know, if I'm Canelo, I'm going right after Bivol after this. No single malt tonight. No. I like single malt though a lot. You can get some pretty good single malts for some good prices. Yeah. Clear liquor is for rich white women on diets. That's the Ron Swanson quote. And I firmly believe that. So, after hiking out in the woods and seeing some pretty awesome animals, seeing some wolf tracks and stuff like that, I'm like feeling like ready to go. Ooh, decent cigar. I used to smoke cigars. I have not. Oh yeah, dude. Bourbon's where it's at. I'm a big bourbon guy. White Claw, Dana. After seeing some I think that Loma 100% could get his belt back if they're not going to be a dick about it. Kambosos is a really good fighter, and I also have Cody Garbrandt going on, so I have both going on. I think Kambosos is it's hard to dislike the kid. It's hard to dislike really hard to dislike him. Yeah, no, Steve, for sure. No carbs and bourbon. Exactly. Richard Commey's doing his ring walk right now. By the way, I just want to say thank you guys so much for being here tonight. This is why I love to do this stuff. It's so fun to hang out with you guys, other fight fans, and just have a good time talking about fights. You guys are the best, man. You guys are the best. So, sad ass song? I don't know, man. It's a good point. Oh, Steve, you're the best, man. So I'm watching both UFC and this right now. But I'm going to be very fixated on Loma once it starts. To watch the VASYL Lomachenko fight, or I'm watching ESPN Plus. I have ESPN Plus subscription, but if you're looking, go to Google, type in 6, the number 6, stream, and there you go. So that's all you need to do. I can't root for him after this walkout. Yeah. This is a look. The one thing I will say about COMMEY is this dude grew up in Ghana. He's not a guy that grew up with like a lot of money or anything else. He's a good guy. But Lomachenko, I'm sorry, Lomachenko's here to destroy you. So I am like absolutely ecstatic to watch Lomachenko. He's my favorite boxer. He's by far. And Loma coming out in the orange and black. I've never seen that before. Very good look. I like it. I think next, I think the big fight that I'd love to see is Kambosos. I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's going to be Shakur Stevenson possibly. So, you know, wine for women in general. I was working on a supermarket. They buy 10 of thousands a day. They do. They buy a lot of wine. I think Loma deserves to have the Kambosos fight, but I think Devin Haney is probably going to get it before him, which I'm okay with because I think that Loma beats both Haney and Kambosos. But I think Shakur Stevenson's probably the next one in line if he wins tonight, which I think he's going to win. I think he's going to do it in a devastating manner, boys. Oh my God, I'm so excited. This is like Christmas Eve for me, man. This is Christmas. This is the best. When Lomachenko fights, I go ballistic. Yeah. Sorry, COMMEY, nothing personal, but we got to get destroyed. You know, I wish they were in my area. I wish. Now that I'm in the Midwest, they're not in my area as much. Hey, I like a good Pinot Noir, and you know, I don't mind red wine and stuff like that, but dude, 407, there's going to be no rematch with Tio. Tio's moving up to 140, I think. I firmly believe he's going to move up to 140 and not do any rematch with Loma or Kambosos. So, oh shit, you're right, dude. He just knocked out Gallred, dude. Wow. Try to run. You got that one super on the nose. I think Loma definitely needs to win more than COMMEY. Absolutely. Boys, let's go. Let's go. Super, super fun fight now. Like Richard COMMEY, if anyone feels like Richard COMMEY is an easy pushover or anything, come on, man. Pino, the fun thing about Pino is if you watch Sideways, that movie, how much they hate Pino. I love that. I'm a massive Loma fan. Like, to the point where I make my wife watch Loma fights with me. And she's like, I get why you like this guy. He seems super cool. So, dude, Lomachenko, baby, here we go. Oh, dude, I'm so amped up. I'm so amped up. It's like I drank a Monster Energy drink as soon as I saw Loma. Like, let's go, baby. Oh. Yeah, cheers, boys. Have a good one. Hopefully you're having a good time. Here we go. We're watching one of the best fighters ever in a technical sense, from footwork and just technical boxing sense. Let's go. Let's fucking go. No, he's not going to 130. He's going to stay. I think Shakur Stevenson's going to move up to lightweight. And I have to say, Papachenko's an unbelievable coach. Here we go. Let's go, baby. Absolutely. Let's get excited. This is I gotta say, we don't get a lot of these nights where we get to see certain fighters. Loma doesn't have too many years beyond this, so let's get excited, man. I think we're gonna see something special tonight, hopefully. Oh, man. Let's go, Loma. Let's go. I like gin. Gin's pretty good. It reminds me of home because it tastes like pine trees. Richard COMMEY coming out with a nice, solid jab so far. Loma trying to dissect and try to figure out how to get on the inside. Comey's a really solid boxer. So, pine trees, wintergreen in the Northeast. You can eat that, and it's like very minty. Right now, I see Loma coming out a little bit more hesitant than he did against Yoshi. So I love Loma. COMMEY wearing boots. COMMEY doing a good job on the front foot, but let's see if there's some traps that can be set right now by Loma. If you want to watch something interesting, this is one thing to kind of add to your viewing experience, especially these early rounds. Watch whose foot's on the outside. That front foot, you'll see Loma's front foot is almost exclusively on the outside. That gives him more angles, more options, as well as allows him to move in a way that you can't move. And that's what happens with, and you can see it right now. Watch it right now. Loma's trying. COMMEY's doing a good job of keeping his foot almost even with Loma. And Loma will try to do little moves to the outside, and you see his foot go out of the outside. That's one thing to watch, because if Lomachenko can dominate that footwork, you see a little bit right there. There it is again. You'll start to see him dominate because he'll start to change angles at a ready pace, and COMMEY will have issues with it because he won't be allowed to do the same kind of movement. Just a little thing to watch. Fun thing to watch with a southpaw versus an orthodox fighter, and with footwork that you're going to be probably wanting to see a little bit. COMMEY's doing a good job right now. Nothing serious, but good round so far for COMMEY. He's probably going to win this round. Fight start, we're watching it right now. Loma versus COMMEY, first round just started. Good first round for COMMEY. COMMEY did a good job on the front foot. Props to him for that. Loma downloading a little bit. For sure. Definitely an interesting round. Not the best round if you're a Lomachenko fan. You want to see him win those rounds. Yep, it's locked unless you're verified. So, verified only in the Discord. But we have a whole link system in there. So, Lomachenko, let's see if he can get on the inside, do the work he wants to do. First round's a COMMEY round for sure. Loma getting a little bit more physical on the inside right now. Prediction-wise, I think Lomachenko's going to stop him in the later rounds. I like COMMEY. He doesn't get stopped often, almost ever, other than Lopez, but I think he will. Good work right now from Loma. COMMEY letting his hands go. I like this right now if you're Loma, because you're getting COMMEY to open himself up a little bit. Loma now doing some work. Oh boy. We have everything in the Discord. We have links and everything for UFC and everything. We'll do commentary on that when it comes to it. COMMEY wants war. Yeah, he does. Oh, Loma doing a good job this round. This is a clear Loma round right now. I know, those foot pivots, man. Those pivots from Loma. The changing of angles are beautiful right now. And COMMEY is doing a good job of trying to keep him at bay, trying to use that reach, but Lomachenko doing a great job. There we go. Nice little shot from COMMEY. Not bad. I'll tell you what, if Loma keeps getting these angles he wants, this is going to frustrate COMMEY pretty hardcore. Promoted by Lou. Yeah, Lou DiBella. I have mixed feelings about Lou. Loma is just trying to find that way in, and the angle change and just constant adjustment is causing some issues. Oh, dude, I love Loma. I think he's an absolute artist as well. That footwork is, oh, beautiful shots. Oh, COMMEY got hurt a little bit. Loma just pointed to the corner, just said, go to your fucking corner. Ho, 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 ho. What a way to end a round. Oh, my God. Loma. Oh my God, dude. That was amazing from Lomachenko. Oh my God. Dude, he hit COMMEY so clear, and COMMEY went back. Clearly a little bit buzzed, and Loma just pointed to his round like corner and just like, yeah, go back to your corner. The round's over. Oh my God. Wow. That was amazing. that right there, that's gonna make you feel a certain way. Wow. Second round right there for Lomachenko. Easy win for Lomachenko. It's 1-1 at this point. Lomachenko's putting it on right now. And I like that Loma's not waiting till like the 4th round to let it on. He's starting to do it right now in the 2nd round. Loma's footwork already. Huge difference in terms of rounds. Third round right now. UFC stalling right now. UFC is stalling on their card for the Lomachenko card, I think. Man. Oh, yeah. This is a statement fight. This is absolutely a statement fight for Lomachenko. I want to show people what I can do to top 10 guys. Top level guys like a Richard COMMEY. So, UFC like knows what's going on. ESPN knows what's going on. They're trying to stall a little bit. Beautiful shots by Loma. Richard COMMEY, though, holding his own right now, doing a good job. Man, the footwork on Loma is just... The angle change is just insane. Oh, my God. Loma is what Tank thinks he is. Tank thinks he can hurt Loma. I would be very curious. A fully healthy Loma versus a fully healthy Tank is a great fight because it's all about styles. And those two have totally different styles. Richard COMMEY trying to make it dirty, trying to make it inside. I like that from Richard COMMEY. Good round so far for Richard COMMEY. Loma just trying to touch, trying to get inside, trying to do his work. Oh, good shot right there from Loma. I think this will end by stoppage or KO. I can guarantee that right now. I guarantee that right now. That's been my general position is that Loma's gonna stop this later rounds. Because he's not the hardest hitting guy, but he's accumulative. And whoa, big shot by Loma. And Richard COMMEY's doing a little dance with his feet. He's trying to come by with volume, trying to do some big volume right now from Richard COMMEY. And that's another Loma round if you ask me there, boys. Wow. Wow. That was... I'm just going to say, if you don't like watching Lomachenko, I don't know what's wrong with you. Like, Richard COMMEY's no pushover. You can see a little bit of struggle there. You can see that Richard COMMEY is doing good work, and Loma has to adjust. He has to do a lot of things there, because Loma is getting tested to a degree every single round. And that's because Richard COMMEY is such a good, solid fighter. But when Loma starts to take over, man, after the last Tank fight, I don't know if he does. Steve, I don't know, man. Good fight. Like, Loma's just, he captivates a lot of these big shots because they're just so obviously clean hits. And this is one thing to always watch for boxing. I'm just going to point this out. If you ever are watching a fight and you're like, I don't know how to score this, right? And this comes straight from a judge, straight from like different people that have been like referees and stuff. Always watch who's landing the cleaner shots that are very obvious. That will give you a sense of who's probably going to win on the judges' scorecards. Because the clear work, the clean work that's very obvious is better than the muddied bullshit work that happens sometimes. And with Lomachenko, he does beautiful, clean work. And it's hard to not watch a fight with Lomachenko and go, wow, that's a huge shot. That's a big shot. That's a great kind of work right there. So Right now, Lomachenko doing some good work. The ones and twos to the body, upstairs and downstairs. Good body work. Richard Commey coming back with a nice little combination. Oh. Loma landing some good shots. Beautiful uppercuts right now. I'll tell you this much. Richard Commey's looking frustrated. I know, broke dude. I know. It doesn't always happen. I'm just saying that's generally a way to kind of judge a fight. Oh, Lomachenko just piecing up Richard Commey right now in this 4th round. Oh my God. If you're a Lomachenko fan, you are very happy with the work you're seeing right now. Oh my God. Commey is a good boxer, and he's a very straightforward, like, traditional boxer, and it makes him vulnerable to some of these moves that Loma's doing right now. No one knows how to get away from it. No one knows how to deal with it. It's either you have to smother Loma, or you have to be able to just have so much power that you make him respect it and he doesn't come in. It's really hard to deal with a Lomachenko. You can't train for it. You can't train for it. You can't hire anyone to do what Lomachenko does. You can't do it. It's not possible. And so that's what makes it really hard. If you're fighting Lomachenko, is who do you hire? Sure, you can hire a southpaw, but how many southpaws can move like Lomachenko? Like, you just can't do that. No, Steve, absolutely. Like, by the way, does everyone know? I think everyone knows this. This is kind of an obvious thing. Lomachenko is not left-handed. He fights southpaw, but he's not left-handed. He's actually right-handed. So Lomachenko fights southpaw because it gives him an advantage, but he's technically right-handed. Does everyone know that? I don't know if everyone knows that, but it's like, it's one of those things. That's why his jabs and his lead hooks and everything like that are so devastating, and why he can switch stances so easily. It's because he's not actually left-handed. He's right-handed. But it's like Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson got forced to play when he was very young with being a left-handed person. And that's how he learned how to play the game a lot of times, being left-handed. And that's what made him special in terms of that. We're in the 5th round right now. Just started. So, great work so far. That is a genius, yeah. To put Loma in dancing for 4 years, absolutely. I mean, he's literally doing in the ring. Absolutely, I agree with that, Chronic. Absolutely. Great take. Have always worked with me to switch to southpaw stances yeah, Steve. Have serious trouble landing any punches? Yeah. Because they open up. They open up. David, what's going on, man? Let's see how this round goes so far. Commey's having a little bit more success trying to rough him up. 3-1. I agree with you, Wolf. Commey's doing pretty well this round. Loma's having to fight a little bit more off the back foot. Oh, good little shots right there. Loma trying to take over this last minute. That's the thing. Loma will steal rounds from you. Oh, boy. Richard Commey does not use his reach to the full advantage. It's one of the big things that drives me absolutely crazy about him as a boxer. Uh-oh, Loma landing some good shots. I mean, right now, Comey's just, he's trying to do a lot of the right things, but he's getting just absolute. There's a little matador action right there. Dude, David, I appreciate that, man. So right now, Loma's definitely looking like the stronger fighter. Commey is not going easy, though. Good boxing, man. KO Plant has great footwork. KO Plant is, sadly, he's gifted with pillow fists. And that's the one problem with Plant. He just doesn't hit very hard. But he's a beautiful boxer if you watch what he does. Lomachenko probably stole another round. I think Richard Commey did a fairly solid job that round, though. That wasn't the most devastating round for Commey. Let's see what happens. So, letting you have the center of the ring while he dances around you, popping you left and right. I know, man. Commey's doing a good job, by the way. Commey's doing a very solid job this fight. I mean, this just shows you, like, Lomachenko's having issues trying to do what he wants to do. And it's purely because Commey has, good shots. Lomachenko just unloading a few good flurries right there. But I mean, Commey has a really solid base here. I don't want to like disrespect what Commey is. Commey has a really good fundamentals base. Everything about Commey is perfectly sound fundamentally. Oh, good shots right now from Loma. DC, yeah, hell yeah, man. Commey doing a good job right now. Here we go. This is the problem with Commey. He wants to get on the inside, and he wants to fight these mid-range to short-range fights, and it's not conducive to what his style should be with his reach. And it drives me fucking crazy. It drives me crazy, man. Like, drives me nuts. If I'm a Commey fan, it's like, what are you doing, dude? Another good round for Loma. Loma is occasionally eating good shots, but Commey is just looking frustrated. Oh, good uppercut. Good combination from Loma. Like, this is a little bit scary right now if you're a fan of the lightweight division. Like, you don't want to see this kind of display from Lomachenko. Yep. Five-one Wolf. I think that's a great Great card. Great card. I would say the first round goes to COMMEY. After that, though. Man. Comey's doing better than I thought he would be doing at this point. Better than I thought he would be doing. To give him credit. Like, I think he's doing a little bit better than what I expected. I thought he would be getting a little bit more pieced up at this point. A little bit closer to what Yoshi got. But, I mean, at this point, it's still not... New haircut. It's too easy to tell when he gets hit clean. That's true. That's true. And Richard Commey traditionally does not have this haircut. Yeah, I hear you, Wolf. Absolutely. At this point, if you're Richard Commey, you got to change things a little bit. Whether it's range, combinations. You got to do something different. Uh-oh, Loma's hitting him clean. Couple big clean shots for Loma. Oh, boy. Oh, oh, Lomachenko. He just hit. Richard Commey's only been knocked out one time. And he's only been knocked out and stopped one time. And that was by Tio. Here we go. Oh, boy. Loma, baby. This is bad. Oh, Commey. Come on. I have to say the fucking balls on Loma to look at the corner and say, you want me to do this? You want me to stop this? Oh, boy. Loma, oh, he's look at Loma. Oh, boy. Oh, my God. This is unreal right now. Lomachenko. I have to say, Loma's showing a little bit of mercy here in terms of just being like, just fucking stop this shit. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. Loma's just destroying him. Stop the fight. Stop the fight. Oh, boy. Cold-blooded is right, baby. Commey is a hard-hitting dude and trying, but he's getting crushed right now. You gotta stop this fucking fight. You gotta stop this fucking fight pretty soon. Oh, this is just brutality at this point. Oh my God. This is getting... if his corner doesn't throw in the towel and stop it, that's fucking rough. Wow. Oh my God. You gotta stop that fucking fight, man. You gotta stop that fight. You're not doing any favors for your fan, like absolutely zero for your fucking fighter to let him keep fighting. Commey's a tough son of a bitch, man. Like, Commey's a no-joke fighter. And let me tell you, Commey versus Ryan Garcia or any of these other clowns in lightweight, it's a tough fight. You gotta stop it. Loma's just, I mean, brutalizing him at the end of this round. Oh, boy. They won't, yeah. Commey has a lot of heart. It's almost too much heart. Okay. Here we go. I know. Loma's not even full tilt right now. 8th round. I said late stoppage. That was my prediction. I think that's what's going to happen right now. Mind you, intelligent Commey. Commey's only been stopped once, and that was by Lopez. And, yeah, I might have predicted this one. Boy, Commey, God, I mean, the kid's trying. The kid's got a lot of heart. Yeah, he's putting on a show big time. This is a message. This is a message to the lightweight division. This is what you have to deal with. You're talking about top level boxing. I don't fucking mess around. I don't fight bums. I don't fight low level washed up bums or any of that garbage. I fight the best. And that's what you get with Loma. Oh man. And it's amazing. It's amazing. I have to say this. Yeah, Hart, he's got balls. I'll say this. Watch every single Lomachenko fight you can. Don't ever miss a Lomachenko fight if you can. Because they're special. They're not going to be forever. This is probably just temporary for the next couple years. You're never going to get to see something like this after these next couple years, probably, maybe ever in your life. Just be aware of that. And that's why you tune in for every single Lomachenko fight. Whether he wins or loses, it doesn't matter. You tune in because you're going to see something. Because if they beat him, if someone beats Lomachenko, they're doing something pretty special. Like, and you should be watching in general. I mean, Kambosos would be a fantastic fight. Oh, dude, Inoue is absolutely must watch. You have to watch Inoue. I could not agree more, DC. Dude, Inoue is must watch TV. You have to watch him. And when he fights, it's 100% gotta watch. Thanks, Steve. Exactly. Yeah, watch on my stream especially. But like, Inoue, Usyk, like there's a couple people you have to watch. This round's a little bit more competitive for sure, Wolf. Good round overall. I mean, better round for Commey. You got a little bit wild, but this is why Commey doesn't go down easy, man. You could give Commey that round. That's why I have to say, like, this idea of Shakur Stevenson fighting Loma, it's like, oh my God. Donaire, I might watch Donaire. Depends on the timing of the UFC 269, because 269 is insane. I mean, when people say Loma's aging, he's in his later part of his prime. Absolutely, Wolf. It's like, that's why I say, like, you gotta cherish all of it, man. Like, for certain fighters, and especially if you're a fan of them, like, you gotta cherish the time that they're there. Canelo's a good person to also say, like, You gotta watch it. Like a fine Pinot Noir. Oh, man. Oh. Comey coming back, trying to fight. Yeah, dude. Chronic, I agree, man. I absolutely love watching Loma live. And the thing that I like to do is that sounds really far down. And so I just love seeing what lands and doesn't, because it's so low that the big shots make a big difference. Yeah, by the way, if you don't know, 4 opponents in a row quit fighting Lomachenko. They literally were fighting him and just like didn't get off their stool and said like, "No, Mas, I don't want to fight anymore." And they were like top level guys. Man. Booker, yeah, you're quick, man. Thank you for that. Let's see what happens. I mean, Loma's doing a good job, but Commey's staying in there. When's he gonna end it? He's not the biggest puncher. I would assume he would have finished it. Probably, I said late stoppage is my general guess, but it sometimes be hard. I give that to Loma. That round was a Loma round. I have two rounds for Commey total. Oh man, I know. There you go. There you go. Try to run. I mean, I have to agree, Booker. Like Commey's doing such a decent job right now. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed with Commey. So, Haney's probably not next. I would say Shakur Stevenson's a top, like someone people are talking about, but so I would love if Kambosos fought Loma next. I think that's the one person I would say that Kambosos should not fight. I mean, this is oh man, this right now, I will say Commey's landing a shot here and there, but Loma is just landing brutal shots. Lomachenko's just dominating. Remember what I said very early on in the fight? Watch the footwork. Watch Lomachenko's front foot and watch how it's always on the outside. And that will tell you how much he dictates the fight. If his front foot is way on the outside and can control that kind of distance and angles, it's a problem for any boxer. And that's what you're seeing right now. Commey's doing an okay job, but Loma's dominating him this round. Yep. Yeah. There's definitely moments where Commey's having good shots and everything else, but Commey's a tough dude, man. Commey has good stamina, by the way. It's round 10 right now is very much a Loma round. But Commey, he's in there. He's trying. I mean, the combinations are hurting, and the counter punching is hurting. Oh, beautiful shots right there from Loma. He's gonna rest on that. Yep. I think it's fairly safe to say that was another Loma round. Usyk in the crowd, man. Queen Garcia, dude. I'm telling you right now. Garcia, all those guys are going to have issues against him. Like, Commey's no joke, man. Like, he's a really decent fighter. 8-2 Loma, I feel that. Yeah, absolutely, Wolf. I agree with you on that. I think that's a very solid scorecard. Very, very, very solid scorecard. Tio's drunk right now, so I don't believe anything Tio says. I mean, Loma just had the better moments. And look, Loma's never been the biggest puncher, so don't expect like devastating knockouts. But look at the fucking punch stats. To go fishing with Loma? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. I have to agree. Lomachenko loves fishing. He loves fucking fishing. And I would love to fish with Lomachenko as well. I love that you said that. I love that you said that, man. I have to absolutely agree. By the way, if you're new to the channel, we do live streams on Wednesday for boxing news. Friday, we do Classic Fight Night, where I put the fights on the screen and we all hang out and watch like George Foreman versus Ali kind of stuff. And then Saturday, it's always either boxing or UFC. Or like a night like tonight where we have both going on. Amanda Nunes is looking to go to the ring pretty soon against Pena. But I think Lomachenko is probably going to end it pretty soon here. So thanks for being a part of it tonight and enjoying the card, hopefully. You know. Stay at his hotel. I'd love to do that, man. Commey he's showing two things tonight. One, that he can be beat by someone like a Lomachenko, but he's also showing he has a lot of fucking heart. This kid is no joke. If you think Lomi's like an easy pushover, like he's never lost to anyone that doesn't have great quality in terms of boxing or significant power. Oh, big shots from Loma right there. Steve, thank you so much, man. Going with him. Yeah. I think that, yeah, dude, I have to say, like, Lomachenko is more of a 12-round fighter than he is a pure knockout guy. Josh Taylor versus Loma. That's a little bit different in terms of weight class. You probably won't see that. I would say Lomachenko versus Devin Haney would probably be my closer dream. Josh Taylor's way too big for Loma, in my opinion. Loma's closer to 5'6". Josh Taylor, I believe, is closer to 5'10". And Josh Taylor's closer to being a light, like a welterweight. Loma at 140 is just, he did it one time for Linares, but that's probably it. But Loma versus Shakur Stevenson's a fantastic fight. I mean, there's a lot of good fights here. Tank Davis versus Loma would be a great fight. I mean, this is fun stuff right here. This is top level boxing. And I'll tell you what, the fact this is in pay-per-view, I mean, I'm watching this on ESPN Plus. It's worth every single penny. I would actually, Wolf, I'd lean towards Taylor. I'd make it more like a 60-40 fight. If not a little bit more than that. Josh Taylor's pretty good size and can take a lot of punishment. So I know I've seen 5'5", I've seen 5'6", 5'7" for Loma. I think he's closer to 5'6.5", maybe 5'6" total. But Josh Taylor is just a little bit too much, I think, for Loma at 140, personally. I mean, I have at least 2 rounds. I have 2 rounds for COMMEY. 12th round. I mean, a lot of people had Loma winning by unanimous decision. I had him winning by stoppage. I got pretty close. I thought that that's what would happen. And I'm not surprised that COMMEY lasted 12 rounds, man. He's just so good. Oh my God, Lomachenko is just, he's looking special. He's looking really special. Gets his belts back and fights Josh Taylor for his, oh my God. If that happened, it would be the most unreal thing. I'd have to root for Lomachenko in that sense, but it would be, I just don't know how I could pick Lomachenko to beat Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor's a bad motherfucker at 140. Like, he's oversized, and he's so good. One can only dream, exactly. If Lomachenko gets his belts back, by the way, if Lomachenko fights Devin Haney next, or Kambosos next, that's a dream. That's my dream. That's what I want to see. Lomachenko just piecing up COMMEY, and just making him look bad. Hall of Fame fighter, I agree, Wolf. I absolutely agree. You just don't, I can't stress this enough, man. You don't get to see this kind of quality of fighting ever. And that's why you got to treat every Lomachenko fight like it's special. Every Canelo fight is special. Like, you got to watch it. You're like, I don't care what you got going on. Find a way to watch it. And COMMEY's just a tough dude, man. Turn out like Rigo versus Loma. Did Loma was way too small? Yeah. I mean, Rigo was really small. Really small. King Canelo. Oh, I would love I love that broke, dude. Loma versus Rolly would be absolutely devastating. That would be one of the worst beatdowns in boxing history. Oh, big left hand. Lomachenko just... yeah, man. Exactly, G-Fig. He lands one good one, and I'm like, good for you, COMMEY. And then Loma just pieces him up with like five shots. Richard COMMEY, this kid's a good fighter. If you see Richard COMMEY on a card, go watch him, man. Good for him in terms of he lasted 12 rounds. Let me just put this out there. He lasted 12 rounds with someone that made 4 people quit. And he did a solid job. COMMEY is to be respected as a boxer. Absolutely respect COMMEY for that. Like, I expected Loma to do what he did, but still, like, you got to give respect to COMMEY. Oh, dude, dude, try to run. Thank you so much, man. COMMEY versus Ryan. I actually think COMMEY could probably give some massive issues to Ryan, especially if Ryan goes straight back. Ryan has a tendency to go straight back. That's why he got caught by Luke Campbell. And Luke Campbell didn't hit him hard. He just hit him at the right angle at the right time in terms of, you know, making him unbalanced. Amanda Nunes is walking to the ring, by the way. So we'll switch over to that afterwards. Yeah, COMMEY has nothing to be ashamed of in this fight. Dude, Steve, great take. I respect COMMEY for taking that beating. Yeah, he took it. He took it with stride, and he, like, dude, man. That's a great take, I have to say. Like, Richard COMMEY is someone that a lot of times we focus on the top guys. We always focus on the top guys. But there's a lot of guys that aren't ever going to get that big, huge shot ever again, or they're just never going to be that. And Richard COMMEY just showed why you should appreciate those guys, because they bring something to the table. And what the hell is going on right now with ESPN Plus, where they're not showing the end of the card? I don't know. It's driving me nuts. COMMEY did a great job. He stayed in this fight 100%. So, yeah, I'm getting that too, Booker. It's like, what the fuck is going on with ESPN Plus right now? We should just get the final. Like, we should get the final. Like, this should be easy. So, you know, COMMEY's a solid fighter. I think Loma knew that maybe he wouldn't knock him out, but he definitely had his way with him. So, Loma, when he's 100% healthy, I don't see anyone beating him at lightweight. I don't see anyone beating him. I don't see Haney. I don't see Kambosos. I don't see Shakur Stevenson. I don't see Tank. I don't see anyone beating Loma at lightweight when he's healthy. I just don't see it. I don't see it. And I could be wrong. I've been wrong in the past. But I just don't see it. Wolf, I have to agree. This is a great, I love this version of Loma. Holy shit. Andre Ward gave every single round to Lomachenko. He is at 119, 108. Holy fuck. I don't have it that bad. Nunes, by the way, Amanda Nunes is just about to start. We're going to get the finale here, and then I'll switch over. $117, $110. $119, $108. Unanimous. Lomachenko wins, obviously. WBO Continental Champion. And Loma's like, get this fucking shit off of me. This is not quite the belt he wanted, but... Oh, Loma's having a Wolf, absolutely. He's having a phenomenal comeback. He doesn't care. Exactly, Booker. I like Loma, but I didn't like when he was talking to COMMEY's corner to stop the fight. It's not over till it's over. True, true. Comey got my respect. I agree. Look, I thought that was a little bit much. A little bit of showboating on Loma's part, but I want to see Loma undisputed so bad, man. You have no idea. Like, I want it so bad. Are we going to get to see the final interview with Loma and who he calls out? That's the last thing I want to see. And then we're going to switch over to Amanda Nunes, who I think is going to pound the fuck out of Pena. Why are you talking to Comey right now? Kambosos, if Kambosos wants that smoke, he's going to get all of it. By the way, Richard Comey's from Ghana, and like there's been a few really good boxers out of Ghana, and like he's one of I think like 8 or 9 children or something like that. Like Richard Comey has no silver spoon in his fucking mouth. This kid has no silver spoon. He's worked for everything he's gotten, and I have a lot of respect for the kid. A lot of respect. Good job for Richard Comey, man. This kid works so hard. I did see the Conor Benn fight. He fought a over the hill, washed up fighter, but he still had a great knockout. Let's see Amanda Nunes beat the shit out of this Pena girl. I want to see Loma's quick interview, but I'm watching both right now, so. Izzy versus Whitaker too? Oh, hell yeah, Shrek. Ghana's a hotbed for boxing right now. Dana, yeah. Uh-oh, Amanda Nunes already knocked down Pena. She already knocked out Pena. Yeah, he has no silver spoon in his mouth, Steve. Absolutely. Like, everything that Richard Comey's gotten, it's because he's earned it. And he's coming from a place where no one elevates those kind of boxers. They have to work so hard for it. And Richard Comey's that guy, man. Oh, Steve, I appreciate it, man. Good classy moment right here from the corner of Richard Comey being super classy about everything. Love that. See what VASYL Lomachenko says, who he wants to fight next. I'm super excited about this. Conor Benn saying he is the top of the list. No, he's not. Like they heard of Boots Ennis or Virgil Ortiz. Exactly. He's in there with Spencer Crawford. I know, man. Loma's just talking about how much heart that Comey has, which is classy. Loma talking about going to the body, the head in terms of work. Amanda Nunes just beating the shit out of Pena or just dominating her right now. Dude, I can't tell you how much I want to go to a Lomachenko fight. I've almost spent crazy amounts of money to go to a Lomachenko fight multiple times now. Lomachenko says he doesn't like to talk about himself and that he just wants to make great fights. Lomachenko just got asked if he should fight Kambosos, and like he's the one. Like Loma's like, yeah, of course I fucking want that fight. Lomachenko's thanking God, promoters, his family, friends, all that stuff right now. Sounds like Bane. Loma sounds like Bane. Yeah, they're trying to make the Kambosos and Loma fight so hard right now. And Loma's like, of course I'm willing to go to fucking Australia. He just said I could go farther than Devin Haney. Oh, dude, I want it so bad. I want it so bad. Dude. Lomachenko, man. All right, I'm gonna take a quick bio break. I'll be right back. All right. Quick bio break, dude. Here's something else. I'm in between. I'm in between rounds for Nunez and Pena right now. I had to. Let's see what Twitter's saying about Loma. I heard one person say that Loma had a stronger performance than Lopez, Haney, and Davis against top 10 lightweights by the ring. Rare opportunity to see a lightweight, back to back and compare them. I agree. Oh, Twitter's garbage, but still fun to see. Oh, Amanda Nunez is eating some big shots. Loma won. Oh man, Pena wants to strike with the with the goat here. I think Loma did better than all of them. I think he was the most definitive in terms of who he fought and the quality he fought. Booker. Davis didn't fight anyone that was ranked in the top 10. Although I will say Cruz is someone that I have a lot of respect for. Isaac Cruz, a lot of respect for him. Great fighter. Just, he's not highly ranked. Haney did pretty damn well against JoJo, but Haney, I would be curious how he would do against a Richard Comey. And let me tell you, Nunez right now versus Pena is a fucking scrap. How did he perform? If you're talking about Loma, he won 10 out of the 12 rounds. He looked phenomenal. Lomachenko looked absolutely phenomenal. He had a great performance, top level, absolutely shined in that fight against Richard Comey. And Richard Comey is just class act, good fighter, a lot of heart, and my God, Lomachenko is telling everyone right now at lightweight, like, I am a absolute problem for all of you. Not as brutal as the Nakatani fight, but he had a moment where he basically was about to ready to knock out Comey, I believe in the 8th or 9th round. And he was even looking at the corner like, hey, you should stop this kind of thing. And my goodness. Comey lasted 12 rounds, but he won maybe 2 of them. And that's being fairly decent about it. Pena right now might stop Nunez. Oh, for sure. What happened? Did Nunez just lose? Nunez lost? What? Dude, this fucking year has been upset city. No fucking way. Amanda Nunez just lost. Dude, holy shit. He has been more relentless since the loss. I agree. Not afraid of the power. Yeah, power closest distance, 10x. I absolutely agree, man. I have no idea. I thought Nunez was going to dominate that fight, and she did not. Amanda she got checked. Her chin got checked hard. So, crazy girl fight. I know, John. We're watching it right now. Dude, wow. That's up there. I would say, Minnie, this is up there with Ronda Rousey getting knocked out. Oh, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. You can always check out the YouTube channel if you're involved. By the way, we stream every Wednesday for boxing news. Friday, we do Classic Fight Night where we watch old school boxing like Ali fights and I put it on the screen. And then, Saturday's always either boxing or UFC. So thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. I would say Ronda Rousey getting knocked out by Holly Holmes is probably the biggest women's upset. But this is up there. This is fucking huge. Huge upset. They just said it. I mean, Pena, I'll put it this way. The girl earned it. The girl earned that. Absolutely earned it. I mean, to beat Amanda. I know if Dustin dominates, I agree, man. If Dustin dominates, I'm having a good day. Wow, man. Let me just say this. The UFC has these moments because they put the best versus the best. And the best fighters will always produce the highest quality outcomes. Yeah, she had no game plan. It didn't look good for her in this fight. Oh, dude, John, that's awesome, man. Glad to hear that, buddy. You got to see your grandson plus Lomachenko? Oh my God, John. Perfect. Perfect evening. I'm gonna be honest, I thought Pena was gonna get wrecked. I mean, I love Joe Rogan on the mic afterwards. This is why look at her record. She's 12-4. This is why you can't have that mentality of boxing where if you lose your O, that's it. You're done. You're not a top level person anymore. Fuck that. Like, I think this goes to show why giving people other chances and like they lose their O, but they're still a good fighter is so important. Like, so important, man. And it just shows how much these good quality fighters need to be relevant for all this stuff. In boxing, like Richard Comey, if they banish him to the shadow realm, like where they like never bring up Richard Comey again, it's like, fuck you, man. Like, he's such a good quality fighter. Yeah, I agree, man. Absolutely. Huge mistake for Loma. He underestimated Lopez. He went in with a bad shoulder. And in general, he just underestimated him. Like, there needs to be a grace of, like, you can lose some fights in boxing. Because we've seen this. Israel Adesanya lost in the UFC, and that's a good thing for him. And he came back and he had a good performance. And now we're getting another big thing. Like, this is what fighting should be about. Amanda Nunes is just class act right here. Amanda just pure class right now. Min Nunez, class act. Just doesn't make any fucking bullshit excuses. Doesn't make any BS kind of excuses. Just says, you know what? She's the better fighter tonight. I know, Bet. I know. Yeah, it's reality. Exactly, Steve. Not everyone is going to finish his career with their career with an undefeated. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. And like, we should support that as a fan base. Like, we should support that. We should make sure that like, we want these fighters to have multiple. Jared Leto's a weirdo. With lightweight, it's so stacked that once you lose, it's like hard to keep up. Yeah, but you know the thing is, broke dude. The one thing I'll say is, this is a perfect way to stay relevant. And I firmly believe that Lomachenko has done something that should be replicated in multiple weight classes. If you're Deontay Wilder and you lose, you don't just, if you want to be relevant and you want to be in that kind of like world, don't just go away from fighting good fighters. Go after the best fighters. And like, that's what Lomachenko's done. He's gone after really, really top level, high level, top 10 guys. Like, I love that, man. And like, that's what I need to see. Super entertaining fight, but the technique looked amateur. Hate to say it, yeah. You know? Yeah, she is a class act. Good for her. Signed to Lou DiBella, so his next fight is going to be will be on Showtime. Look, if I'm Richard Commey, get that money, man. Get that money. So, here we go. Like, the main event, Oliveira is 31-8. And then Dustin Poirier's 28-6. Hold on. You guys see that? Dustin Poirier's 28-6. And the champion right now is 31-8. I mean, these guys have some serious losses in their career. But go and tell me that Oliveira and Poirier are not top level fighters right now. Like, that just goes to show you the difference between UFC and boxing. I have an immense respect for that level of, like, you're not done because of that. Oh, yeah, no one's reacted to Loma's. Yeah, no one's tweeted about Loma. No one's calling out Loma. I wonder why that is. I have to agree, man. That's a great take. That's a great take. Love that take. And hey, by the way, thanks for following the channel. I appreciate that, man. It's interesting how people don't want to tweet at him, right? You know, like, we're watching two fighters right now. The champion and number one contender. And both of them have one has 6 and the other one has 8 losses. Where do you see that in boxing, man? You never see that in boxing. You never see that in boxing. That's huge. Like, goes to show what we have going on, man. Yeah, there you go, Pat. Too much politics, too much bullshit. Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. And I love the fact that, like, you know, Conor McGregor, by the way, man, can still be super, super relevant. And he hasn't won in a long time. Like, if you can get the money, do it, man. Gotta follow this channel. If I have gorgeous hot dates, seriously, what else am I gonna do on a Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday night? Dude, I hear you, Steve. I am on the same page. Look how much respect AJ has lost in boxing after 2 losses. Great take. And what's funny is AJ has the second best resume in boxing, but that doesn't, yeah, dude. In terms of heavyweight division, AJ has the best resume. Fury has a terrible resume. Wilder has not a great resume either. Ruiz has an okay resume. There's a lot of guys in the heavyweight division that have a bad resume. Joseph Parker probably has one of the best resumes. Dillian Whyte has an okay resume. But AJ probably has the best resume. And it's like, he gets so disrespected. And like, he's looking for a new trainer. And I'm just like, dude, absolutely look for a different trainer. Absolutely look for a different trainer. Like, Dillian Whyte, people sleep on Dillian Whyte a lot. And I have to say this about Dillian Whyte. You don't have to love the guy in terms of personality. You don't have to, you don't. You don't have to love the guy. But you have to respect the guy because he has the best left hook since Tommy Morrison. His left hook is up there with Tommy Morrison, Joe Frazier, like one of the best left hooks there is. And all of boxing is a heavyweight. Dude, JT, what's going on, man? Just watching some craziness tonight. So, like, Dillian Whyte is a banger. He goes in there, he's going to fight guys that are going to hit him. He's going to get hit. He's going to hit them. He's must-watch TV. Dillian Whyte is must-watch TV. I don't care how you feel about him. You got to watch him. You got to watch. You can't turn away. Don't go for a bio break. Don't go get a drink. Don't do anything. Like, you watch Dillian Whyte because you're going to see something pretty awesome. And when he lost to Povetkin, right? And Povetkin knocked him out. Devastating knockout. He got pretty close to knocking out Povetkin. And so it's just like, these guys go to war when you watch someone like a Dillian Whyte. When he fought Joseph Parker, he almost got knocked out. And it's just like, Chisora. Like, he has so much fun when you watch a Dillian Whyte fight. Let's just have fun and watch the good stuff. Fury can't overlook Whyte. Absolutely, dude. JT, absolutely. If Fury thinks it's going to be easy work, he's sadly mistaken. Sadly mistaken. Don't sleep. Don't sleep on him. Like, Dillian Whyte, I think, should, in proper terms, should get beat by Fury. I don't know. Fury's looked pretty fucking heavy lately. He looked heavy in the second fight. He looked heavy in the third fight. That slows him down a lot, man. Oh, and I know, JT. We were just talking about that. Like, biggest upset since Holly Holmes knocking out Ronda Rousey. Fantastic fight. Fantastic fight. So, Dustin Poirier, let's see what happens, man. Could have fought Wilder and Whyte already. Chooses not to, I know. And there's a lot of talk about that stuff. Yeah, oh yeah, no. He fought Conor McGregor back in, I think a little bit closer towards like July. But yeah. Nunes fought reckless and to me and gassed out. Yeah, he did. Yeah. No, she did. She went in there and thought she could just bang away. And Pena has a good chin, man. Great chin. Dustin beat Conor McGregor because he went backwards and broke his own leg. But, to be fair, Poirier was winning the fight. Oliveira's a no-joke fighter. I'm just going to be very honest, man. I want Poirier to win. I want Dustin to win. I really want Dustin to win. If he's gonna win, it's gonna have to be earned. There's no easy win tonight. With boxing, we get people like Fury being told he can retire. I know. Retire, he has fought no one. Dude, that's so true. I wouldn't be shocked if Dillian White beat Fury in what would be a casual fan's eyes an upset for me. Yeah, no, dude. The thing is with Fury, he's fought a 40-year-old Klitschko and he fought Wilder. That's his entire career. That's his entire career in terms of resume. And I saw someone saying like Tyson Fury's a all-time great in heavyweight boxing. And I'm like, all-time great compared to who? He's not better than Joe Louis. He's not better than Rocky Marciano. He's not better than Mike Tyson. He's not better than Evander Holyfield. He's not better than the Klitschko brothers. He's not better than Lennox Lewis. He's not better than Bo. He's not better than Holmes. Like, he's not better than Ali. Like, there's so many people. There's so many people that are way above. Joe Frazier's has a better resume. Ken Norton has a better resume. And I'm just like, I get it. Like, you're excited about Tyson Fury. But let's not get stupid about it. He's fought two major heavyweight fighters. And he did great, and he won those fights, and that's I'm not going to take that away from him. But that's not the caliber of all-time great compared to other individuals. Boxing is a mess. Boxing is a mess. We saw Conor Benn get a big knockout, and people were like, oh, there's a reason that Josh Taylor doesn't want to move up to 147 because of freaking Conor Benn. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Just like, shut up, man. You know? I'm absolutely, I can't stand it sometimes either. Best in time, Fury overall is not even a top 20 heavyweight, in my opinion. So, like, I like Tyson Fury. He's not a top 20 guy. Just being honest. I even look at Tank Davis' situation. Tank Davis is a mess in terms of situation. Realistically, he has fought, and oh my God, Mayweather and him, it's a total mess. Total mess. Total mess. He's better than my boy Butterbean John. Don't you dare say that. Look how thick this guy's glasses are. He's blind as a bat. Dude, vet, I know. He's like Lewis. There aren't any great heavyweights around. So, yeah, he looks better than he is. I will say that Lennox Lewis fought some better fighters overall, like Hall of Fame level fighters. You can say that Fury doesn't have a lot of possible opportunities, and I will say that's a possibility. I can say that to you. He hasn't fought Andrew Ruiz. He hasn't fought Joseph Parker. He hasn't fought Usyk yet. He hasn't fought AJ yet. Like, these should be easy fights. Like, Tyson Fury should easily win these fights. These aren't hard fights for Tyson Fury, if you ask me. If he's on top of his game, he demos all these guys. Still hasn't done it. So, if he like retires too soon, I'm just like, come on, man. You know? What happened to Kambosos giving Haney a title shot? That's very possible still, JT. It looks like Kambosos is going to be on Joe Rogan, so let's see what he says there. DC said that his glasses make him look like he's Clark Kent. And he's got a little bit of that. A little bit of that. Definitely has a little bit of that. Lewis fought guys at the end of their careers and lost to a nobody. He did fight a lot of guys at the end of their career. And he probably should have lost to Klitschko when he fought him. But, you know. I wonder if he can even see. Great minds think alike. The attention to Fury is how, yeah, it turned around to win some great fights. One of the best? No. Amazing comeback? Yes. John, great statement. I think that's the best thing I've seen so far. Great take. Tyson Fury, is he the best ever? No. Amazing comeback from being where he was at? Yes. I think that's a great take. Because I think that's 100%, John, exactly the situation. And that's why people overinflate his career. I like Haney, but I don't want him getting in with that Loma smoke right now. I like Haney too. If he stays on the outside, he's still pretty dangerous. I think that Loma would have issues with him, but I think Loma could win. It would be interesting. It would be a tough fight. Lennox Lewis was solid. Lennox Lewis was pretty decent. I like him quite a bit. John, yeah, you have some pretty good insights. Mayweather went on his Canelo rant. I saw that. Yeah, I know. Mayweather occasionally will do that. Got hit by a guy with great boxing and IQ. I think JoJo showed that, and Linares showed that, you know, it's possible. I think Devin Haney's a really, really good, fun boxer, man. I think he's a good boxer, but he has a few issues. If he tries to go for the finish, he doesn't quite have the power yet. It could come in. He's 23 years old. Let's see what happens. Devin Haney could come into more power. For a leg breaking, what the odds are? I don't know, but it could be interesting. That's why I give Eddie Hearn credit. I feel like his fighters also show maturity. I actually think Eddie Hearn gets a lot of hate, but man, he puts on a lot of fucking good fights, man. And DAZN's $20 for a month or $100 for the year. You can hate Eddie Hearn all you want, but that's a fucking really good rate for boxing in the U.S. If you're a fight fan in the U.S., $100 a year, $99 a year for all the boxing on DAZN is really, really good. Because Tank is charging $80 per fight, and they're trash fights. So, anyways, here we go. Oh, Oliveira's got dropped. Poirier's on the front foot. Haney's still growing into his body for sure. He's 23. This is a good fight so far. I really like Haney. I really want to see how good he can be. I agree. I'm in the UK, by the way. Oh, dude, love the UK fans. You guys are absolutely some of the most savage boxing fans and fight fans because you stay up crazy hours. Oh, Dustin Poirier lands some other good shots on Oliveira. Dustin doing some good work here. Good straight left hands from Poirier. But we all know the devastating punch that is for a right-hander against someone that's a southpaw, which is a straight right hand. It's 5 a.m. Dude, you guys are savages. Savages in the UK when it comes to fights. Like, we complain about it being like, it's close to midnight here, and I'm like, oh, it's kind of late. You guys are savages. That's why I love UK boxing fans to a degree. Here we go. Oliveira trying to tangle up and bring down Poirier right now. I don't think he's going to get it. Oh! Spun him around on the ground. What time do you stream, bro? In the US, generally speaking, I stream around 8 o'clock on Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday and Friday, and then Saturday it's based on whatever fight's going on. But you're always welcome. And if you go to my YouTube channel, you can always watch either the live streams after they're done or just my general like video content. Either one. But any big fights, I will always be live. Uh-oh. Poirier might have landed some big shots on Oliveira. Charles is doing a good job, though. Coming back. Those knees from Charles are just devastating. Oh, man. Poirier still landing some good shots. Ooh, Robinson Dale. I'll have to check that out. Right. Oh! Oliveira just went down! Poirier's trying to finish! There's still enough time that we got a minute and a half. Gotta be careful. Poirier lets him back up. Oliveira has been hurt several times by Dustin Poirier. Wow. Oh, big shot right there from Dustin Poirier. A couple of 1-2s. Oh, good shots right now from Dustin Poirier. This is so good. I know. I find it a little confusing as well. Dustin Poirier's landing some big shots. Oliveira's looking hurt. After watching Loma, how sloppy everything looks. I know. But it's still like, it's so good. I mean, the UFC puts on amazing cards. It's just like 3-ounce gloves, man. Oliveira coming back, trying to be creative. Dustin Poirier bleeding from the nose a little bit. This is so good. Wow, what a round. Holy shit. Great round for Dustin. Great round for Dustin. Not perfect. Decent round, though. Poirier, but close. I agree, John. I agree. He knocked him down several times. Oliveira, though, is dangerous. Conor better not hop up after this fight if he's there. Oh, God. Conor better be just quiet. You know he's not going to be on Twitter, but still. Especially if Poirier wins, you know Conor's going to be like, I should be next. Even round, I could see that. I mean, that's a really good round. Wow, Poirier's so strong. Oh, Dustin Poirier turns it around. He could be in an arm lock. Oh boy, Oliveira gets on top now. Yeah, a little illegal glove grab right there. Holy shit. Rogan, I think, is right. Well, both champs lose tonight. Holy shit. Oliveira's doing some nice work right here. Not a good round for Dustin. Oh man, Dustin looks very uncomfortable right now. Oliveira's definitely winning this round. Oliveira trying to land huge shots with his elbows. Uh-oh. Let's see what happens here. Oliveira doing some good work. Dustin is just eating this right now from... So, Dustin right now, not doing great. Not doing great this round. Did well the first round, close round. Second round, not so much. So, tough round. Tough round right now. Yeah, these elbows are devastating. Big shots. Wow. Poirier ate some big elbows, man. Big elbows. So, yeah, not good for Dustin. Yeah, no question who won that round. It's a 1-1 situation right now. Possibly. Possibly, depending on what you want to see. have a broken rib? I don't think so. I don't know that. He doesn't seem it. I don't see where that would happen. It could happen, though. I mean, I don't see any kind of indication of it, though. '21 year of the upsets. Yeah, dude. JT, absolutely, man. Crazy upsets this year. Crazy upsets. Uh-oh. Oliveira trying to get the back, trying to do more of that wrestling. If he gets another round similar to what he just got, round 2, bad news. Uh-oh. 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 This shit's crazy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Justin's... Oh, no. Dustin just tapped. Oh, no. My goodness. Wow. Let's see who he calls out. Dude, if Conor McGregor's watching right now, don't call him out. If you're Conor McGregor, don't say anything. Cause you're gonna get your ass beat. Wow. I mean, that second round did him in. Yeah, John. Agree. That was all Oliveira in that last round. By the way, both guys super classy, super good guys, do a lot of charity work. Oh, they're both doing a charity donation. I mean, come on. Come on. Crazy. Both of them are good guys, man. So, against the cage like that, Conor feels rough. Yeah, I know. Good fight. Good, solid fight tonight. Still. Okay, boys. let me just say this. It's been a pleasure tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream, enjoyed the fights. We had some great fights tonight. I'm going to do a quick raid if you're on Twitch over to my buddy Happy. Go show him some love. Go show some love to Happy. He's playing a great game, by the way. And I will see you guys on Wednesday night. Great having you guys. Super fun. Great stream. A lot of good people. A lot of fun. Go say hi to Happy. Even if you don't stay there, just go say hi to him. Show him some love.